and welcome back to Anti-Depressing. This is the show where we talk about everything from liturgy
to Lexapro. Hello, everyone. Woo, we did it.
Minute, so why don't we not been a minute since we recorded, but been a minute since we took a second to actually introduce ourselves and talk about
let's
the show.
do it. Let's do
So
it.
if you're new here, I am Jasmine Chaubert.
And I'm Chanel Shaw, and we are the co-hosts of Anti-Depressing. You know, the show where we talk about everything from liturgy to Lexapro. And we're just so happy to be here every week, chatting pop culture, faith, mental health, blah, blah, blah.
All the good stuff, you guys. And it's wild. It's wild to be here. It's been almost 2 years or 2 years.
Yeah.
A year? I don't even
It's
know.
almost been
guys.
like
I'm
2
so
years,
tired.
dude.
It's been a long time of us getting to just chat as friends and hit record while we do. And it's fabulous. We're so happy to be here and to continue to do this show and just get to gab as ladies.
Life's a gab.
So today, yeah, I mean, I guess, do you have any updates on how you are before we just jump on in here?
Updates on how I am. Okay, the other day I ordered Indian food and I had samosas. Dude, when you come back to Florida, mommy and Tony. Boyfriend name reveal. Personal name reveal.
Did not want to be named on this.
I know. My mom's boyfriend. Anyway, they have a favorite Indian place, and it's
Is it the one in DeLand?
Good. It's actually called Percy's. It's in Lake Mary, Florida.
What?
If you are ever in Lake Mary, Florida, y'all.
Okay.
It's very good.
The Indian place we went to in DeLand, which is another one of your mom's faves, was really good. So she has not led me astray in the Indian food. So I'm feeling confident.
You're gonna pass when you go here. It's so good. They know my mom by name.
Of course. And order ready.
When we order online, they're like, hey, I gave you a free mango lassi. Shout out to mango lassi. It's one of the best drinks. It's essentially light mango yogurt. So good.
Ooh.
Yeah, so all around,
I love that.
I tried some samosas. I think samosas. And they're very good. They're like pastries, and they have chickpeas and potatoes in them. And they're super good. And they come with a tamarind chutney that they make.
Oh my goodness. We love a chutney.
So good. So hashtag she's cultured. That's how I'm doing, is that I had those for the first time. And in that same week, as in yesterday, I read online that the Girl Scouts are coming out with a new cookie inspired by Rocky Road ice cream. So all around,
okay.
Yeah, so all around that, those things personally affect me, and it makes me feel like I am doing well. How are you?
I love that. Those are beautiful updates.
Thank you.
I am doing well. Preparing. It's crazy. Full transparency, Chanel and I were talking off air previously to this, just how the world has been turbulent is the nice way to put it at this moment. In how it feels really emotionally heavy. And obviously this show is anti-depressing, so keeping it anti-depressing. But if you are feeling the heaviness and the weight of the world and just feeling what is going on, just know that we are feeling that with you, and that we are praying for you actively, for all of our listeners, friends, everyone, truly. And that we all like stand together in just like being like, what the heck is going on? Everything feels crazy. Because it has for a while now. You know, but here we are. And so if you are feeling the heaviness of the world, know that you are not alone. Mm-hmm. On this show, I do feel like we have been asked before by people, I'm sure you have, Chanel, like, oh, this big thing happened. Why didn't you talk about it on the show? So just to address, because there are always like big tragic things that happen in the world. Mm-hmm. And if this was a news talk show, totally, we'd be chatting it up about that.
For sure.
Our goal, hope, is that this is like a what is it called? Like a refuge,
Yeah, kind of
you know,
like a safe haven. Yeah.
yeah, just like a little safe haven from all of that. That yeah, you'll
Mhm.
open Instagram, you'll open TikTok, and you're gonna be smacked in the face with all the
You will
tragedies
see
in the
it.
world.
You
Yeah,
will
like
see it.
you're gonna go to you're getting your news from somewhere, and it's not gonna be from antidepressing.
Yeah.
Yes, be informed to the amount that your mental capacity can handle.
Word.
Um, but here we're chatting Bachelorette. We're chatting light. We're chatting saints. We're talking about the things in life that just are hopeful because there
Mm,
just has to be those. And so know that we are with you in spirit as you are looking at the intense things. But here we're going to try to keep it antidepressing. And I do want to notably take a second to say, like, depending on where you're at in life, take consume the amount of media that you can consume for your mental health.
okay,
Um,
say this. I need for everyone, I need for whatever you're doing right now, I need for everyone to lock in to
just
what
pause.
Jasmine's about to say because I'm actually getting emotional hearing you say this because I feel like people need to say this. So
I do too.
you go ahead. Everybody listen to what she's about to say. Go ahead.
Thank you. I think there's a lot of pressure from people that like everyone needs to be informed on everything. And if you don't, you're a horrible person because you're like looking away from the violence someone else has experienced. You're looking away from something else. And I think, yes, that we need to sit with one another in empathy. However, we also need to protect our own mental health because we are human beings who need to interact with other human beings on like an empathetic and emotionally present level. And I know for me as a mother, if I am consuming all the media, if I am like reading every news story of the day, if I'm on Instagram and my For You page is like depressing, 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 then I am not a good mom. Like I am emotionally so dysregulated. Everything is stressing me out. I'm paranoid about everything. I'm worried about what's happening with these people in this country, this state, this city, this school, and I am not present whatsoever to my kids. And I'm not sharing the news with the kids. So they're not like, oh, I get it, because mom's feeling sad about this thing. They just think I'm upset and they think it's them and they don't understand. Like, we need to be able to be emotionally present where our body is. And so, yes, have empathy for things that are happening. Yes, consume media to a point that you feel like you can, but it's okay to just turn your phone off. It's okay to lean your phone in the other room. It's okay to not check what happened that day. Like, you are not a worse person if you need to step away to be emotionally present to the people and things that are right in front of your body. It's
Mm,
okay.
it's okay. Yeah. And that's honestly, that's that. In a pretty bow, that's that, y'all, because couldn't have said it any better than that, you guys. It's okay to log off. I promise you,
Okay.
if you scroll and keep refreshing that scroll, that algorithm, I
Mhm.
promise you, your heart will only beat faster and you will only start sweating more. I promise it will not give you relief.
100%.
It will
It's
not give
not a
you
stress
relief to
relief.
intake. It will not. I
Yeah.
promise you. Like you can know what's going on and still put down
Mhm.
your cell phone and log off. You can put on The Office.
100%.
You
Yep.
can eat a snack. You can call a friend. I
You
promise
can.
you'll be okay.
Mhm,
Talk to
mhm.
somebody that cares about you because I promise you'll be okay. And that does not make you ignorant at all. You can take a deep breath and you can take a beat. You can still be
It's
a
so true.
well-informed, concerned citizen and take a beat. It's
Yep.
okay. So,
Yeah. It's so true. It literally, we were talking about this last week. Like, it's time to reclaim hobbies that
mm,
are not just mindlessly scrolling and getting depressed. Like,
yeah.
we just need to. And so,
So
consider
that's
that and
that.
don't feel bad if you don't know every ounce of everything that's happening in the world, because what you're doing in your physical family or in your job or whatever, that's your vocation. That's what you're being called to. And so it's okay.
It's okay.
Rest
So,
easy, man.
take a break. So on that note, you guys, that's just us addressing how much we care for y'all and we want you guys to be okay.
Love y'all.
And that we know that things are happening. So, we know. We're here and we're praying. We're united in it and we love you guys. So, but here at
Much love.
Anti-Depressing though, we like to keep it a little light. So, Jasmine,
Like
I would love to
to-
hear your thoughts on the anti-depressing Catholic news,
Okay.
which is that this Sunday, as announced last week, this Sunday was the canonization of Saint Carlo Acutus and Saint Pier Giorgio Frassati, which was so huge for a million bajillion
So cool.
reasons.
Mega.
I'm rocking both of them on my sweatshirt. Here's Saint Carlo
Yeah.
Acutus, and then Pier Giorgio is down here. And really just like iconic men. And
Truly.
I think we should just talk about it. So tell me, first of all, what were some highlights for you?
Okay. I am just kind of beside myself by, and I know we touched on this last week, like the canonization happening in Rome, two Italian men, like the way people showed up. I don't even think I told you my parents were there. So crazy. Um,
That's huge
I
and
know,
also
isn't
not
that so
surprising.
crazy?
My mouth
No,
only
not
dropped a little bit because of course your parents would not miss that. Yeah.
not fully agape.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had already like planned to be in Italy,
For
and then
sure.
this was happening. So
Yeah.
casual, very
Yeah.
cool. Um, and so it felt cool to kind of like be vicariously through that. I felt like,
Yeah.
um, I have endless moments that I love from this canonization. I felt like it was the Met Gala for me. Like
Mm.
it was
Mm-hmm.
everything. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what is happening? Who is there? It was so cool. Some of my favorite things are, if you don't know, Carlo Acutis like didn't die that long ago. And so his mother and his younger siblings were there, which is so cool. And his younger brother did a reading at the mass, and his mom was like, just got to watch her son become a saint, which, to my knowledge, what I was reading, has only happened one other time in history. And so this is only the second mom that's actually gotten to like watch their son be canonized. So
So
crazy.
crazy,
It's like
dude.
a wild, like, you just don't think about that.
Yeah, the other mother was the mother of Maria Goretti. She watched
Thank you. Yep.
her daughter
Mm-hmm.
become
Yes,
canonized.
yes, yes.
Maria Goretti was a real one,
Oh,
and
so
she
cool.
watched her daughter be canonized. And then the dad of Saint Dominic
Yep.
Savio, who was like best friends with Saint John Bosco, he watched Saint Dominic be canonized. He was also a kid.
Ugh,
It's really crazy, but you guys,
that's so crazy.
there's only like three. There's only
That's
three.
so wild. Like,
Yeah.
and we got to witness that happen. And just like so sweet, like the love of a mother getting to watch that. Um, and I loved it. And I was looking up like, what are they going to be the patron saint of? When are their feast days going to be? You know,
Mm.
like I would just have to be in the know. And as of right now, Carlo is the patron saint of the internet. We all saw that
Of
coming.
course.
I would say we can like spread him to like, you know, any social media. We need it.
Yeah. Bless it.
Get a
Bless it.
patron saint up in this piece because it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough out here. I love that because we use the internet a lot in what we're doing, and so it's cool to have a patron of that.
Mm.
Saint Frassati is the patron saint of youth and young adults, holla, World
Mm-hmm.
Youth Day, and athletes. So many
Mm-hmm.
things,
So
truly.
many things.
So if you're a sporty friend out there, say some prayers to Saint Frassati because he's got you. If you're hiking mountains, he's got you. Pray for those blisters on your feet. Pray it
Pray.
up.
If you're a dude and you're like, there's nothing more that I want more than community, you can also pray to Saint Frassati because he was a guy's guy. He was like, I'm here for healthy
Just
friendships.
yeah,
He was like, let's go outside, let's play
yeah.
pool, and then let's pray a little. Like
Masculine
if
friendships,
you're
dude.
yeah, so like if you're looking for healthy,
Mm-hmm.
healthy friendship, there it is. So you can pray for him to just bless you, or just
Mm-hmm.
pray that God blesses you with like some good dudes in your life if that's what you're looking for.
So true.
Yeah,
It's so true. I actually was thinking about what a weird time to be thinking about Frassati, but the
word.
girlies will get it.
Yeah, they'll
I was
get it.
watching this week's episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty,
Yep.
and there's the part where Belly and this new guy on the scene, what even name is
Benito.
Benito? I was like,
Yeah.
Bernard. What is this guy's name?
Benito.
Benito was like will you come with me outside? Whatever. She was like, I'll go with you if I lose to you in pool. And they were playing pool. And I was like, or playing darts. Oh my gosh, I got to get my bar sports right.
You got it.
And I was like, if this were Frassati, he would have been like, if I beat you in darts, you have to come to mass with me. I was like, it's giving that energy, you know?
And we love to see it because honestly, if you
We love
guys, we're here to celebrate the beauty of humankind. And if you guys were to Google Pier Giorgio Frassati, you get it. If he
He's the beauty
said,
of humankind.
Chanel, you're going with me to mass, I'd be like, you know what? You're right.
You
And
know what? Whatever you say.
whatever you say. And honest to God, a few other cool moments that I thought from the canonization, like there were over 80,000 people there, which is really, really
So
insane.
cool.
80,000 people plus your parents, which is literally so beautiful. And then also Pope Leo, this was his like first gig of canonizing people.
Yeah, big deal.
He greeted people on the steps outside of St. Peter's Basilica before the canonization because he's so precious.
It's so cute.
Carlo's younger brother, like you said, Michelle, read a reading, which was so cute. And honest to God, I think the coolest thing for me has just been for St. Carlo seeing more clips of him. I feel like this Sunday there was a lot of clips released of him
Yeah.
as a younger person, just like family videos, which is super insane because it's just like videos of him using a camcorder, like recording himself on family vacation or like him playing in the snow with his dad. And it's all things. And then I think about the canonization and I'm seeing like his mom sitting in the seat watching that. And in a way, I'm like, okay, well, she lost her, not even in a way, really, she like lost her first child, which is tragic, horrific, by an illness, which is horrific. And then you're watching everybody just like fawn over the beauty of your child's heart, which I'm sure had like a lot of pride. Like she was so proud, and as was her father, is her father, his father. But it just was so crazy to see
It's
so
so
many
crazy.
personalized clips. Like he is
Yeah.
the first millennial saint, and I forget that, he was somebody that played Xbox and his favorite game was
Yeah.
Halo. He loved Nutella. He like loved his
Yeah.
Nike Cortezes. Like he was just like a regular dude
I
and
know.
had regular parents. And when I was watching his parents, like watching his mom,
Mhm.
like he's just like a regular mom and a regular dad
I
who
know.
were just trying their best. And we're not practicing Catholic. And when he started going to mass, he like really locked in. When he was
Yeah.
after he received his first communion, we're not practicing Catholic. Actually, he was the one that kind of brought them back to church, as
So cool.
well as their housekeeper, Saint Carlo, taught him how to pray the rosary, and
Mm,
he had a conversion. And
that's so cool.
yeah, but it's like, you think about that stuff and you're like, oh, these were just regular parents that were probably like, hey, we got to get dressed and go to school. Hey, you got to turn off the video game. Hey, like he wasn't a perfect sin-free kid. He was like a
Yeah.
kid that was striving for holiness. And that's crazy just with regular
It's so
parents,
inspiring. Yeah,
regular
just
life.
regular parents. And you think like, oh man, if I want my kids to go to sainthood, I have to be this like leader every day and I can't make mistakes and we have to be praying the rosary and we have to be doing that. And it's like this kid just like did it because that's who he was. Like
Yeah.
it's really wild. It's really cool. And I love seeing stories like that where a kid like obviously in an ideal situation the parents are leading the kids along. But when you hear stories of like a kid who brings the whole family to the church, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like you really truly are never too young or like too insignificant to make change in your community and with your family and bring people to the faith. It's so cool.
It's so
And I
cool.
saw, did you see this? That people are like, is Carlo also, should he be the patron saint of fertility? Because he was an only child.
Oh, yeah.
And then his mom was like, well, we should adopt after he died. They were like, maybe we'll adopt. Maybe we'll like do something because this is like horrible. Now we have no children.
Mhm.
And they had like seen fertility doctor. She just wasn't getting pregnant. And so they applied for adoption, but in Italy it can take like 4 or 5 years to get a placement with a child. And so they were in that process. And then Carlo, it says, visited his mom in a dream, and he said to her, "You're going to become a mother again." And then shortly after, she found out she was discovered, or she was pregnant with twins,
Wow.
which
That's
is
beautiful.
so sweet. And so people
That's
are like,
beautiful.
wait a second, should he be the patron saint of fertility? If nothing else, if you are struggling with infertility, if you're wanting to have a baby, it's a good person to pray to.
It's a
Couldn't
good
hurt,
person to pray
you
to.
know?
It could not
Couldn't
hurt.
hurt.
It could not
So
hurt. And
add him
honest to
to the mix
God,
with your prayers.
yeah. And honest to God, do you guys like keeping his family in your prayers? Because they're still rocking it. He has like teenage
100%.
siblings, you guys. He has
Isn't that wild?
teenage siblings. So like
And like,
I
if you think your parents compare you to your siblings,
imagine that. That's literally what I thought too when I saw his brother doing a reading. I thought, wow, imagine if his siblings are like, dude, I just like can't go to mass today. Imagine your brother being a
imagine
literally recognized saint in
your
the
brother
church.
is a saint.
Like
That's
that's
so
crazy.
wild. It's
That's
giving like
crazy.
how unhinged Pope Leo's brother was. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy because and it's honestly good that Carlos' siblings like weren't around when he was. You know, like
Word. Yeah.
it just
Let
like
us never
you a
forget.
mean saint, you know,
Yeah.
like come on.
Let us never forget Pope Leo's brothers after he became elected pope. They were on every station in the entire world. Let us never forget that. Some
And
of
being like,
my
am I gonna go to hell because I was mean to the Pope? Like that's crazy.
honestly,
So
and some of my other favorite things, just because you guys like, of course, this was a huge deal. So we're gonna really talk it
mhm.
up for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
And some of my other favorite things were one, St. Carlo is buried in sneakers, jeans, and a sweatshirt.
Of
I
course.
just, you guys, it's
Mhm,
just,
mhm, mhm.
which just reinforces the fact that he's just like a sweetie. He was
Yeah,
just a
what else
regular,
would he be
regular
wearing?
kid. Also, there was, so he died, I think he was 15, and they said it was only 19 years between his death and him being canonized, which in church world is
That's an insane
so
turnaround.
fast. That's
Mhm,
so fast.
mhm.
And a few fun things about Pier Giorgio, because I know we're like really repping Carlo Acutus,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
is
Frassati's
also
also
great.
amazing. So is
Frassati's also
yeah.
amazing. He was called the Man of the Beatitudes by St. John Paul
Mhm,
II,
mhm.
because he loved the poor and the marginalized. So if anybody out there is like, hey, I just like don't know who to invoke like prayers from because I just am feeling like things are kind of lost. Maybe St. Pier Giorgio Frassati might be a good one. He would even give away his bus fare to the poor and then run home to make it in time for food. So, like, honest to God,
Mhm.
it's just beautiful to see people that are motivated and
It is.
love the Lord and that were just regular people. So,
Mhm.
if
And
anything,
who
let that be a
also
motivation.
yeah, Frassati also his family wasn't majorly
We're
religious.
not. Yep.
And so both just like up from the ashes, not like cradle Catholic type stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
they just did it on their own. So
Yep.
cool.
So, so cool. So, you guys, St. Pier Giorgio and St. Carlo Acutis, please pray for us. Bless
Yeah.
it. Bless the
And
internet.
their feast days are Pier Giorgio Frassati's. Is it July 4th?
Oh my
Saint
gosh.
Frassati.
We should
A
all go
little
on a hike or something.
I know I'm like happy Italian Saint Independence Day. I don't know. You know, we're gonna have to do a collab celebration because
It's going to
I'm
be a
sorry.
collab. It's
He
going to
needs
be an
to be
American
celebrated.
Italian collab. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
We need
gonna
it.
be we could like eat Portillo's. I don't know because it's like Chicago, which is like feels Italian, but it's hot dogs. I don't
Everyone, it sounds close enough. And honest to God,
know.
Portillo's
Right on the nose to me. I
is amazing.
honestly just I can't go a 4th of July without eating a hot dog, and it feels like the most. I don't know.
It feels
I
the
honestly
closest.
I just want cheese fries.
It feels
Anyways,
the closest.
we can find a way. I feel like we need to have some kind of pasta dish or something at the cookout.
Mm,
Like there needs to be a
okay. Okay.
Italian
So,
nod. So we
yeah.
have until July to figure out what that is. If anyone has ideas,
Mm,
let us know. But there will be something Italian represented at the Independence Day party.
okay. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
everybody take until July to figure out the perfect side dish.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Drop
That's your
in the chat.
assignment.
Drop in the
Um,
chat.
more quickly of a turnaround.
Yeah.
Carlo and Carlos Acutus's feast day is October 12th, which is in like 10
Whoa.
minutes.
Whoa.
Kind of crazy.
My
You have a
gosh.
month to which what heavy hitters already? The Feast of Saint Therese is in October. I think there's another really big one. Not that they're not all big ones, but
Yeah.
and then St. Carlo also in October. What a time to be alive, you guys.
That's gonna be like really October 12th. That's like tomorrow. Gosh. Okay.
I know it's also my half birthday, so
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
a big deal for me.
And if you guys don't know, Jasmine's really excited about her birthday because she will be turning the big 5-0. We're so excited for her. She is officially an elder, and we're just, I've for years looked for her wisdom in many
Oh
things,
my gosh, you
and
are
now
so
we can make it
crazy.
official. So I can't wait. So
I do feel that old in my bones.
everybody drop in the chat. Happy half birthday. Glad to have you for half of a century, babe. Love you.
You're crazy. Are you ready for some stories? Oh,
I really
also
am.
full transparency, you guys, because I know this antidepressant Catholic news took 87 minutes. It's because it was also our first story. So we didn't dance mid break, but it is time to
my
dance
gosh,
because the person we're going to talk about next does like to dance. Okay. And so let's dance in her honor. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it up.
Bachelorette is coming back, and not seen the news, which I know you all have because we don't live under rocks in anti-depressing community. Taylor Frankie Paul from The Secret Life of Mormon Wives is the Bachelorette for season 22. This was teased. If you don't follow Call Her Daddy, the podcast, this was teased on there for like the past 4 days. She had like a cake where she cut it and it was pink inside, and people were like, what is going on? Are you the new host of The Bachelor? Which I do still think is possible. I don't know if she's announced that, but I do actually think they might be low-key kicking out Jesse Palmer and making Alex, is that Alex Earl or is that
Alex Cooper? It's the other
Alex
one.
Cooper? Okay, I was like, it's
No, I get it. Honestly, yeah.
One of the Alexes. I think they might low-key make her the something for the 30th, because why was there a 30 on the cake? If you're not following this lore, go catch up with me so we can hypothesize.
If you're not following this lore, then go ahead and just log on. Log on to life.
Why has this become my whole personality for the last 3 days? I don't know, but here I am, you guys. It's honestly probably only been a day. It feels like it's been weeks.
Fair.
Then there was like a rose in the caption. It was all giving, okay, this is obviously about The Bachelor.
Very much.
So she announced that Taylor Frankie Paul is going to be the Bachelorette, and then she was on the podcast, which I have not listened to yet. I don't even know if it came out, but super crazy. If you have not watched Secret Life of Mormon Wives, it's on Hulu. It's an insane show. Kind of really insane reality TV.
Yeah.
But took the world by storm and was like top reality show since it's come out. And could really be the shakeup the Bachelorette needs. So before I like pop off about how crazy this is to me, Chanel, what were your initial thoughts about the news? How are you feeling now? What are you thinking?
My initial thoughts were I would be so PO'd if I was a member of Bachelor Nation, and you know that those folks have been grinding to be the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, dude. Like, you imagine the work some of these ladies have been putting in to be the next Bachelorette. So I would be so upset. Like, I would never get over it. That was my absolute first thought, was they're pulling someone from a complete different program that has nothing to do with Bachelor Nation at all, which is like, yeah. So that was absolutely
before
my first
we go
thought.
to your next thought, can I ask you a follow-up on that? Okay, do you think anyone wants to be the Bachelorette? Because remember, like a few seasons ago, like they asked Daisy, they asked that other girl, they asked that other girl. Then finally they were like, Jen, do you wanna? But they'd asked like 6 people. Like, do you think that they're having a problem getting people to actually want to once people have been in the franchise? Because they're like, this isn't that great.
And you know what? And that's probably a good call too, because honestly, the franchise has been going in a downward trajectory.
Yeah.
It has been kind of weird, kind of boring, kind of inauthentic. And so people have not been that into it and they have been saying no a lot. So maybe nobody has actually wanted to do it.
Yeah,
But the
maybe they had to
crazy
change it up.
thing, yeah, maybe they just were like, you know what? So let's just completely give it a refresh. Sure, we have been asking for more brown people, but why not someone just from a completely different program?
It's so
Completely.
true.
So like
Mhm.
honest to God, whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. So my first thought was I would be
Yeah.
upset. My
Yeah.
second thought is this lady is certifiable. Like she if
Yeah.
like when Jasmine said Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is an interesting show, it really is. Like it's
I
like
don't know how else to say that.
there's no other way to say it rather than
Mhm.
that show is literally insane. Like
It's
it's you
insane.
start watching and you're like, okay, it's going to be reality TV about these women that live in Utah and they're Mormons and we already have like the Real Housewives of blank place. So it's going to be like that but like Mormon. And then you start watching it and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Without context, like if you just go into it fresh and blind,
Yeah.
you're like, this has kind of nothing to do with housewives. Like, what are we even talking about? So then
Yeah.
you start realizing that mom talk will never be the same now that she is the bachelorette. And
Never be the same.
she like this bachelorette has been to jail. This bachelorette is divorced. She's a mother. That's happened though. So that's not new. But we haven't had one that's been to
Mhm.
jail. So that's kind of fresh.
It is,
Um,
and everyone, like, publicly saw her arrest, like, this is on camera, this is documented, and
yeah.
she's pretty well documented for kind of flying off the handle and not being afraid to say what she thinks,
Yeah.
so
So I'm intrigued.
I think it could be interesting.
I'm intrigued. And if you have watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, you also know a lot more of her lore, which we're just
Yeah,
going to leave right there. We're going to leave right there because you know what we're saying.
yep,
So some
you
more
get
of
it.
her lore that we're going to leave right there. And so she has a lot of lore and I'm interested because they're either going to try to hype this up as she's actually looking for real love
Yeah.
or these dudes just kind of want to date her. But like, there's no
Mhm.
way, not to say with everything that we just said, she's not deserving of someone that truly loves her because she
Yeah,
really is.
totally, yeah.
Everyone is. However, I'm interested in if she's going to actually have people authentically show up for her after seeing
Yes.
everything that she has shared about
Mhm,
herself
mhm.
on in public. So I don't know. Those are my
Yes,
thoughts.
like, will people be there for the right reasons? I think this season, as many have the past couple, is gonna be heavy on the I'm not gonna mess
Heavy,
around with someone who's not here for
heavy,
the right reason.
heavy.
I feel like you're not here for the right it's gonna be heavy on it because this is a celebrity, essentially,
Yeah.
like, she's everywhere,
Yeah.
and she's gonna be the Bachelorette. It's wild. It is, like, a big grab for viewership, and I guess it works. It does beg the question to me, like, are we just gonna start doing this? Like, if you've been on a Hulu reality show, you are now fair game for the Bachelorette, Like, and that could be it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. The
Gonna be
crossovers are
interesting.
crossing. Um, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to watch. It's not coming out till 2026, so hold your breath, everybody. It's going to be a while.
And if you say that you're not gonna
I'm
watch it,
intrigued.
I need for you
Tell me
to
why.
get out of bed, put on your pants, slip on those shoes, get in your car, start the ignition, drive a couple miles. Well, open your phone,
Okay.
open up Catholic churches near me, Google confession times, get in your car, start the ignition, drive, and go to confession because you're a freaking liar. Because you're a liar if you say that you're not going to watch it.
No,
Because
that
honest
the
to
world
God,
is watching.
yeah, we're all going to be watching. We're all going to be
We are
watching because of
all going to be watching.
curiosity killed the cat.
It's so true.
And
And there's a new
yeah.
season of Mormon Wives in November before this comes out. So there's a lot to catch up on. If you're feeling like, it's getting into cozy season,
Hmm.
you've got a lot to binge before the Bachelorette season comes out so that you could be in the know and understand, the story behind what she's going to be saying, because it is kind of like normally we're like, well, we don't even get to know the Bachelor. They didn't tell us about anything about the Bachelorette. She's not opening up enough. Girl don't need to open up. We know.
We already
Oh,
know.
we know.
And
And so
meow
she
meow girl, call me a dead kitty because I am going to watch it. Curiosity is going to kill me. I
no,
am
it's so
so
true.
excited about watching it because I'm curious about how they're just going to execute it. And we all know
I
that
know I am.
producers produce and they're going to try to embarrass her. And for that, I don't love it. But how they're going to do it, we'll all wait to see. So,
Oh, wait, we'll see you
congrats.
there, you guys. It's
We'll
going to
see
be
you
very
there.
interesting.
And we'll be
Very
talking about
interesting.
it. So, congrats.
Our third and final story of the night, day, AM, whenever you're listening to this,
Whenever you're listening.
that you're not shocked because it's more Jonas news. It's more Jonas news. The Jonas Brothers are giving us content like they have never given us. It
Really?
feels like it is 2008. I am truly living. I feel like I'm getting a teen. What was that? Whatever.
Like Teen Beat? Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 17. I am
17.
picking
Yeah.
up the magazine. I am flipping to the pages about Nick and Miley, and I'm getting content on content right now.
Consider us Oliver Twist. When we say, may I have some more, sir? And the Jonas Brothers say, never gonna be hungry,
you
babe.
want, girls, whatever you want. We are fed.
Yep.
So the Jonas Brothers are doing a Christmas movie.
Wow.
A Christmas movie. And it's kind of giving the I'll be home for Christmas plot.
Yeah.
They're stuck somewhere. They need to get home to their families. They're obviously going to go on a cross-country brother road trip. I'm sure there will be twists and turns along the way. I honestly don't care. They could sit there for 2 hours and give us the soundtrack, and I don't actually care.
Yeah.
Like, this movie could be the hottest garbage on earth, but the fact that they announced at their concert that there's also going to be a whole Christmas album that comes with it, with I think they said 8 original Christmas songs on it.
Yeah.
This is the greatest amount of Christmas content we have gotten from them. And I am beside myself. I'm thrilled. I do think that this was a way to get us just to all kind of shut up about Camp Rock 3. And to that I say it's not going to work. It's going to make us want it more, I fear.
This is distracting us from Camp Rock 3.
It's feeding us. It's keeping the tigers at bay. And I will take it. I'll take it for now. I'll take it for now.
You know what? Hands off right now, Jonas. We're hands off. We'll be good because it is premiering November 14th. It is premiering. We cannot wait.
Soon.
It's so soon, you guys. Let me read the IMDb description. Three famous brothers. Who could they be?
You know the one.
Race against time and face mounting challenges during a chaotic journey from London to New York, of course. 2 major cities, desperate to make it home in time for Christmas with their loved ones. This is giving I'll Be Home for Christmas, Jingle All the Way.
All the ones.
My prediction is that they try to get home. They get in some big argument, like in the woods or in the car or on a side street, and they yell about how they're all fine without each other. And then somehow something musical happens, and
they stumble into a country bar, and someone's playing a song.
It's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles or something, and then something happens, or at a final concert they all they're trying to be solo artists, and then one of them comes up and is like, I'll be home, and then Nick comes in and is like, for Christmas, whatever.
It definitely
something
ends
like
with
that.
all of them around a Christmas tree, hugging their families. There's snow falling outside. I honestly think we're going to see a cameo from their parents. I think we're going to see cameos from the whole Jonas fam. I think when you look me in the eyes at the concert, I think this is a precursor. I think we're going to get a full family situation. Jury's still out on if Joe's kids show up in this. I feel they will not. But I do feel like the rest of the Jonas extended family is going to show up in this movie for the closing scene, Home Alone vibes. We're all back together. I think they're all going to be there.
Well, the bigger question is this a musical?
I feel like it is going to be esque. I don't know if it's going to be a we're breaking into song, but I think the soundtrack will be all of their new Christmas album. I don't think they're going to pull from other people. I think it's going to be all Jonas Christmas albums because they said there's 8 originals. That's enough for a movie. Like I think they're going.
That's enough for a movie. That's a
and I
film.
think there's going to be concert scenes or times where like they're playing guitar
Mm.
as a performance, but I don't think it's going to be like I'm in the middle of the woods and I'm like singing Lost in the Woods from Frozen 2. Like I think it's going to be performances. That's my prediction. But honestly, consider me not upset if it turns into camp rock musical style. I would not be upset.
Consider me not upset, and I will be like, wow, she's really good. And
notably, if you think about camp rock, when they're singing, they are performing normally.
They really are.
It's not actually just like I'm in my feelings and I'm walking around singing. When you actually think about it, I just watched it with my kids the other day. Like they're singing in performances.
The only ones that I can think of, the only ones I could think of is when Demi and Joe are obviously singing together, when they're like singing together in the woods or together like in that cabin or something.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
That one. And then when Nick Jonas in Camp Rock 2 is, I like cheese, but only on pizza, please. And then so those are kind of like exploratory emotional songs.
Yes.
But other than that, it's pretty performance based. Yeah. So I'm intrigued.
Not like a musical where we're like singing on the lockers. It's a different vibe.
So we'll see.
It did beg the question for me. Okay, so November 14th it comes out. That's not insanely early to me. I do feel that Disney could have pushed it and been like, we're releasing it November 1st. I think November 14th is less offensive, but I know some people get very upset about like the early decorating, the early Christmas celebrating, like it's before Advent. We should be waiting because Christmas is a season and it's still going on in January. What are your vibes on that this year? Are you trying to be like a Christmas decor purist or Christmas consumer purist, or are you trying to just like take it in for as long as you can?
See, thank you for asking me that, because something about me is that I am unapologetically an early Christmas celebrator. Now, I completely understand when people are like, hey, let's like lean into Advent. Let's let it be a season of anticipation in church world. They're like, hey, I get it. So will I listen to O Come, O Come Emmanuel in July? No. But will I rock around the Christmas tree July 7th? Yeah. And I'm kind of not ashamed of it, and I lean in. So I'm excited because also I live somewhere where it does not get cold until January.
So like, what are even the lines?
I have to kind of give myself something because in Florida it's just kind of miserable here until like January 3rd. So I'm going to enjoy it.
So true. It's so true. Okay, I love that update. I know we've talked about this in the past and that's where we stand. It's just always so interesting. And this year, I'm going to say something so crazy.
Okay.
I am normally an early decorator for fall, early decorator for Christmas. I'm an early celebrator. I anticipate the seasons. I'm excited.
You do?
Because I find if I prep for them early, then I can actually like enjoy them more in the moment.
Yeah.
But this year, like it's September 10th and not a pumpkin inside at my house. Not a one. And normally like mid-August we're up, we're decorated, we're strapped.
What's happening?
I don't truly know, and I don't even feel the urge necessarily. I might need a well check, TBH, as I'm saying.
Honestly, I'm like, I might need to call the police.
If you're not decorating, are you okay? Am I okay? Are we okay? But yeah, I just am like, well, it's just not that time yet. Why? Such a weird thing to feel. But I just don't feel ready. I'm loving seeing it. Like when I go to the store, I'm loving seeing the pumpkin and seeing whatever, but I just don't feel the itch yet, which is leading me to feel like maybe I'm just going to be more delayed this year. So stay tuned, because I'm normally a like first week of November, second week of November Christmas decorator, certainly pre-Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But it might be after Thanksgiving this year. Like, I just don't know. Not after Thanksgiving. That's crazy.
Whoa. I was like, that's kind of crazy. I said, that's not you. What?
I take it back. But it might be later than normal, because I'm just not feeling, I'm not feeling the itch right now for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, or for fall.
Wow.
So anyways, keep posted. Maybe I'm becoming one of those people that slowly, like each Sunday of Advent, decorates a little bit of their house. I love that tradition.
I do love that. Yeah, that is beautiful.
I just am not that person.
Yeah.
But who's to say? People
Because
change.
also too, like, you do have little people who run around your house all the time.
Yeah.
So when would you truly be able to lock in every single
I
Sunday
know,
and
like a
decorate a little
slow
something?
decorating. No, it just has to be a frantic. I stay up for 10 hours at night. Just do
Yeah,
it while they're
like,
asleep.
and your kids wake up and the Christmas tree's up, like, that
Yes,
kind
just
of
the way it
feels
must
like what it
be.
needs to be. But you know
It's true.
what?
That's a really good point.
Yeah, so you know
It's
what? We'll
really
see though.
nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
But let us know. Like, are you an early decorator? Are you a by the books liturgical season decorator? What's your
Mm.
vibe?
What's your
We
vibe?
want to
Because
know.
honestly, no answer is incorrect. Speaking of no answer being incorrect, I felt like it was most appropriate to wrap up this episode by sharing a sweet little note. Last week, we talked about the importance of bullying. And I think it's important to lean into the fact that Cracker Barrel did make an official announcement that they are pausing all of their remodels. They will no longer be remodeling any of the Cracker Barrels. Now, last week, they said they are not changing any of their logos. That was a small win for the bully community. This week, they have said that they're no longer remodeling. They said, don't worry. If your place has not been remodeled, it will not. And if it has, sucks.
That's it.
But it's a major win for the bully community. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone out there that joined me in this effort to bully every Cracker Barrel franchisee owner and participant in this
Oh
recent
my god.
change.
I love that. Thank you for shouting out to all your bullies out there. Wait, on a similar note, I was just talking about bullies. This is when bullying goes too far.
Okay.
Okay? So hear me out here.
Okay.
If you watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, you know that there's like Team Jeremiah, Team Conrad. Um,
Mm-hmm.
People have really lost their sense of reality.
I know exactly what you're
Middle-aged women need to either stop watching the show or like touch some grass
Yeah.
because it is so insane. If you get put on like any reel, any TikTok, the comments are so insane.
Too much.
People like are so invested in these two sides. It is like Twilight all over again. I feel like I am fighting for my life. And people are literally going on Gavin, whoever, the actor that plays Jeremiah's page, and being like, I can't believe you cheated on Belly, like attacking him on all of the pictures of his wife. Like, how could she be married to you? Does she know who you are? I literally think people don't know this of the show. It's actually insane. Like, they're literally bullying him. The Summer I Turned Pretty had to like release a, you know how everybody's like, it's the summer I whatever.
Yeah.
They released something. It was like the summer I remembered that like actors are pretend or something. Like it was something like so crazy because literally people are attacking this man like he is doing these things in real life.
And honestly,
And
I
I actually
love it.
can't handle it. No, I
let
can.
let the dislike for Jeremiah fester. You know, and on that note,
And
I
like,
want to say shout out to the parasocial community. Shout out to everyone with
stay
parasocial
insane.
relationships. Yeah.
Stay insane, you guys. It is so like we have really lost ourselves as a society in many ways.
Hmm.
And that one just takes me it is so it's
Lost
actually
ourselves or felt the
like
rain on
so
our
proud of
skin
ourselves.
and never felt truly more alive. Because shout out to the bullies and the parasocials. I will see you guys in all the comments of every married celeb that you had a crush on, have a crush on, like, don't like.
Currently have
As a matter of fact, they're all real. All shows are real. Nothing is not real. Everything is reality. Nothing is fake. So hop in those DMs of Gavin.
stay
Hop in his
crazy.
wives. You know what I think we need? I think we
No,
need a
no,
collab
don't even
of
encourage
the
it. People are gonna
bullying and the parasocial community. I think we need a collabo. So hop in the DMs of the girlfriend of Conrad, whatever his real name is, we'll find it out. Hop in her
yeah.
DMs and then hop in the DMs of Gavin's wife. As a matter of fact, go on her Facebook and find her family. That's what I think we need to do.
Stay crazy.
Shout
Stay
out.
crazy, y'all. Because you also know people are doing that. So stay crazy. You are so unhinged. Maybe take a walk. But you know, that's it. Just a random thought.
That's it.
You guys, the
Jasmine
world
trying to
is
offer,
literally insane and crazy.
and that's the wisdom of a half centurion. We appreciate your wisdom. We beg all of you to really, really, really embrace reality because we love
Yeah,
you guys
just
and
for a
that the
brief second.
world might be a little bit depressing,
Mhm.
but at least we're
We're
not.
not. Couldn't be us.
At least we're
Couldn't
not.
be us.
We love you
All
guys.
right. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.